As scientific interest in human longevity accelerates, one of the most tantalizing questions remains: is there a genetic blueprint for living beyond 100? Around the world, from Sardinia to Okinawa to Salento, researchers have turned their attention to centenarians, those rare individuals who not only live longer than average, but often do so without the chronic diseases that typically accompany aging. What's emerging from these studies is a fascinating picture of genetic resilience, specific combinations of alleles that appear to protect against age-related decline, fine-tune immune responses, and even regulate cellular repair mechanisms. And while lifestyle still plays a massive role in shaping one's health span, there's growing evidence that some people truly are born with a biological advantage, a kind of longevity genome that may hold clues to therapies of the future. Several genes have been consistently associated with exceptional longevity. One of the most studied is FOXO3, a gene involved in cellular stress resistance, insulin signaling, and DNA repair. Variants of FOXO3 have been linked with increased lifespan in diverse populations and appear to enhance the body's ability to fend off oxidative damage, one of the core drivers of aging. Carriers of protective FOXO3 alleles tend to show better cardiovascular profiles and a reduced risk of neurodegeneration, suggesting that this single genetic factor can confer multi-system resilience. Other players include APO, where the E2 variant, rather than the disease-linked E4 variant, is more commonly seen in centenarians and may protect against Alzheimer's and inflammation. But what's remarkable is that longevity appears to arise not from one or two supergenes, but from a broader genetic architecture, an interplay of dozens, perhaps hundreds, of subtle variations that cumulatively slow biological aging. These may involve genes governing lipid metabolism, mitochondrial function, autophagy, cellular cleanup, and immune modulation. In the Salento region of southern Italy, for example, researchers have discovered unique gene expression patterns in centenarians that modulate inflammation and vascular health far more efficiently than in younger individuals. These aren't just static mutations. They represent dynamic genetic programs shaped by decades of interaction with the environment, diet, and lifestyle. Epigenetics adds another fascinating layer. Even if someone is born with a favorable set of genes, whether those genes are switched on or off throughout life makes a profound difference. Centenarians often exhibit youthful epigenetic patterns, meaning the genes that regulate inflammation, cellular repair, and immune activity remain active in old age. Lifestyle factors like diet, stress resilience, and sleep likely influence these epigenetic signatures, enhancing or suppressing the expression of longevity-associated genes. The implication is powerful. While we may inherit a certain genomic deck of cards, how we play them still matters. Looking to the future, advances in gene editing and precision medicine are poised to bring longevity science into an entirely new era. Technologies like CRISPR-Cas9 could one day allow scientists to correct deleterious mutations or enhance protective ones, effectively writing in resilience where it was genetically absent. Screening for longevity-linked variants might help identify individuals at higher risk for certain age-related diseases, enabling earlier and more personalized interventions. Polygenic risk scores, already used in cardiology and oncology, could be adapted to predict biological aging rates and tailor lifestyle or pharmacological treatments accordingly. However, ethical and scientific challenges remain. Editing human genes, particularly in germline cells, those passed on to offspring, is fraught with complexity and risk. Even identifying which genes to target is difficult, given how interconnected and context-dependent they are. What protects one person from cardiovascular disease might increase another's cancer risk, depending on broader genomic context. And most importantly, longevity is not purely a genetic story. It's a systems-level phenomenon influenced by behavior, environment, and chance. Still, there's reason for optimism. The more we study centenarians and supercentenarians, the clearer it becomes that the secrets of long life aren't locked away in rare mutations. They exist as part of a broader biological orchestra. Genetics may set the tempo, but lifestyle conducts the symphony. Understanding and decoding the longevity genome may not yield a magic pill for immortality, but it does offer an invaluable framework for enhancing health span, delaying disease, and aging with grace and vitality. In this way, the quest to unlock the genetic code of centenarians is not about escaping mortality. It's about using what we learn from those who age well, genetically and otherwise, to help more people live longer, healthier, and more meaningful lives. It's a vision not of immortality, but of potential, a future where the average person enjoys many of the benefits that centenarians now embody. The genome is just the beginning.